Hi, and welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Jack Canfield, and my guest today is Michael DiPietro. And for more than 20 years, Michael's been guiding individuals and groups to overcome obstacles and awaken to authenticity, fulfillment, and life purpose. He's a certified master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming. He's a martial arts instructor. He's a skilled body worker and a meditation teacher, and he spent time in both Buddhist and Benedictine monasteries. And through his extensive training and the use of his deep intuition, he guides clients and readers to truly know themselves, transform challenges, and live their life purpose. Welcome to the show, Michael.
Thank you. It's great to be here, Jack.
Well, I'm excited to have you. Now, you've had great results working with clients over the years, and now you've written what I consider to be a really valuable book full of deep truth and wisdom to put the power of your approach in the hands of readers. I'm curious, why do people usually reach out to work with you?
Well, usually people are wanting a breakthrough. A lot of times when people have something they want to move towards, there's usually something holding them back. And so they really are looking for that breakthrough. A lot of times these issues that are holding us back are recurring issues. For example, self-doubt, struggle, stress, feeling stuck, backsliding, procrastination, and a lot of times just trying to find that life direction. A lot of people sometimes feel there's something missing. They want something more, but they can't necessarily put their finger on what that is. I get a lot of clients when they've tried everything and they just said nothing's working anymore. They come to me and we finally get some breakthroughs for them. And then at the end of the day, a lot of it is just waking up, being more conscious, living a more conscious life, and living that life of purpose.
Very good, very good. Well, I know from reading your book that you are, I would say your approach is much deeper and I think more holistic and more profound than most of what therapists and counselors and trainers do. So I just want to acknowledge you for that. And along those lines, what do you think makes your book different and so effective?
Well, it's really the keys to everything a person wants out of their life. And those keys operate from the inside out. There's a few key themes we play with. One is the mountaintop. You know, when we're on that enlightenment journey, we go to the mountaintop, we have these experiences. And then when we come back to our everyday life, a lot of times those experiences fade, right? Well, this book gives you a roadmap for how to reintegrate every peak experience you have back into your life. We also address a lot of the hidden factors and dissolve the hidden blocks that get in the way. We have a saying, it's not what you're aware of that's holding you back, it's what you're not aware of that's holding you back. And then once we dissolve these blocks, it can really accelerate your process. And that's where people really get the most benefit out of it. One of the unique things about the book is we call it the something more factor, because a lot of times when you're working with a transcendent quality or a spiritual aspect, it's very hard to actually define that. So we actually just call it the something more factor. And bringing that into the book really takes it to a whole nother dimension for people. And so we're excited about that aspect. And then finally, it's a roadmap to really know yourself. A lot of people, you know, this question, who am I? It's one of the big life questions that people have to tackle. And so this really supports that question, to really know who you are and what you're really here to do, really living that life purpose.
Yeah, that's what everyone's asking. Who am I? What's life all about? What am I supposed to be doing with it? I think you address that really, really well in your book. And I love the idea of, like, most people don't really address I'm calling them subconscious on the limiting beliefs that they have. It's like they're driving through life with the emergency brake on. They're just pushing harder on the gas, but they don't know why it's not working, as you said. Right. And once you can release that brake, life gets easier. Doesn't require as much effort and energy, and you can have a much more fulfilling, joyful experience. So, you know, you kind of touched on this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. How would you answer, you know, what's the benefit of someone who reads your book? Like, you know, you've worked with all these people. What do you see happening in their lives?
It's been profound, really, just to play that part and witness it. A lot of people tell me they experience a lightness and ease. We see a lot of unexpected positive results, living in a more synchronistic way with the universe, really tapping into something more than just self, right? If we have to do it all ourselves, that's a lot of work. So whether it be community, partnership, spirit, whatever it is, we really bring something greater than self to the table. And that's what begins to make the difference. And when people begin to get that experience, it's not just living purpose, it's living purpose every day of your life. It's really a lifestyle that begins to happen. I've had one client that said working with me was like 10 years of therapy in 2 hours. So it really accelerated the process. And ultimately, we want people to experience success and satisfaction in life. Now, everyone's going to define that on their own terms, but that vision for what you want out of life, it's the actualization of that. That's the real benefit in working with this process and working with me. And I'm a big fan of achieving our goals and intention with ease, really having it flow in a natural, easy, organic way that really looks at the quality of life. And then at the very end of the day, I think it's to know ourselves as loving beings, to really know our own loving nature and to know what we're really capable of in this life. And so when my clients get an experience of that, it's just amazing to see them light up. That's the highlight of my day. And that's when I really am living my purpose as well. And that's so great. It's living out that dream life that we all know we can.
Oh, that's great. That's really good. Now, if someone wanted to work with you, if they want to find out more about your book, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, they can go to my website. We have a number of resources on the website. The website is at loveguides.us. So it reads Love Guides Us, because love is the real guide for all of us. So if you go to Love Guides Us, we have videos, we have upcoming workshops, we have a link where you can buy the book directly, and there's opportunities for facilitation. It just depends. So there's so many resources on the website. And I think a great first start is getting the book, reading the book, really getting your own experience of what the work is like. And then we can go from there.
That's great. That's great. Well, I encourage people to do that. Obviously, you're doing really important work, and so many people are in need of it. And I can't tell you how many people I've heard say what you say, like, I've tried all kinds of things, nothing's working. And obviously you have the tools and the intuitive insights that come to you because you're so tapped in yourself to this something more that allows you to be available to do that for people. So thanks a lot for joining us today. I really appreciate it, Michael.
Thank you very much. I appreciate talking with you, Jack.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. And thanks to all of you for watching today. Please make sure to tune in next week. I'll be bringing you another thought leader or transformational leader that can make a contribution to your life. Remember, knowing something isn't enough. You got to do something about it. So I encourage you to reach out to Michael's website and take advantage of that. And until next week, take good care of yourself and the people you love.